summertime. The warmth, gorgeous never-ending sunsets, fresh air, abundance of light, and friends nearby. This is what all boating dreams are made of. Until one day, this happens.
Ooh. What is?
Oh gosh.
Get out of the way.
Yeah.
Right, barge pole. Because we're still moving forward. The boat in front.
It's fine, it's fine. Do it, you can do it.
So our engine is overheating. We had a little bit of a breakdown last night. We didn't get a chance to film it or anything because it happened really fast.
I have a little snip.
Do you?
Yeah.
But yeah, we almost crashed into a boat. We literally stopped dead in the river, and the river was too deep for the barge pole to get into. Anyway, we rang Dave this morning after observing the engine, filling it up with water, realising it's overheating quite quickly. Yeah, so he's given us some advice to bleed the skin tank, which I think should be alright to do, which we'll do now, and then top it up with water until it comes out of this bit, basically.
Just careful. Do you think you might need gloves if the boiling water's going?
It's not warm in there, though. This isn't warm.
Oh, that's a good sign.
It's not a good sign.
How is it not?
Well, that's why this water's so hot, because this is doing all the cooling.
Or maybe it's just
The skin tanks run along the side of the boat. That's why they're called skin. And they take the cool water on the outside of the boat, then helps to cool the water that's in the skin tank, which then cools the engine. Most of that's hopefully correct.
I think it's my catchphrase now.
Hear that?
Oh, okay. I'm hearing some noises. Whoa! Okay. So, I'm supposed to let it come out?
Yeah, just gonna need to fill this up.
Okay. After bleeding the tank, the engine was still overheating. Luckily, we didn't give up and looked into the manual. After some time, the diagrams started to make sense, and we realized there is another skin tank on the opposite side. So we just found a second bleed screw top thingy, bleed access, and so yeah, but it's hard to access because it's right in between our leisure battery. So what I'm going to do now is to remove one of the batteries, see if that works, if it will give us enough access, and if not, I'm going to have to remove two batteries, and we're going to bleed the second side.
Oh, there you go, that's it, perfect.
A black one on top, and then two red ones at the bottom.
Bilge pump. Now hopefully this is the answer to all our problems.
We broke the mallet.
Trying to hear it, see if it airs.
Tons of air.
I think we need to open the other side and start filling it up. There's no more.
It's completely empty.
So we need to fill our skin tank up with water, but we've just turned all the electricity off, so we can't get any of that beautiful abundant water that we got yesterday out of the tank. So luckily we've got neighbours. I mean, I could like hold it and hope.
No, no, no. You need this.
Yeah, pass me my Luna Lager, darling. Oh, thank you. Warp drive's back online. And we still beat the snoozers. Gonna do a belly flop off the roof. You're gonna jump in there.
It's the first time we're jumping off the roof. That was amazing. Didn't think I'll ever jump off Alba's roof in the water, but here we are. Beach club.
Beach club. Woo. Over.
So you have to press it down a little bit first before you speak, so there's
Okay.
like a delay.
Itchy Tiller. Over.
Copy that. Marigold received. Over.
That's a nice boat, guys.
Thank you.
Is it lumpy, you got?
Looks like there is only one way to cool off today. So Zoe and Yellow are stopping to go to the bins, and we don't need to, so I've got about 15 minutes to have another dip. you guys enjoyed the Flotilla views. It was a lot more challenging to film this time as we all went through quite a shallow part of the river, but it was really fun anyway. Now we're about to go through Oxford. Just before it though is a very low bridge that almost got us out the first time we went through, but we are ready for it now. I've taken everything tall off the roof, turned the bench around, so we should be fine. So the lockkeeper in the previous lock told us that the next lock, Ifli lock, is currently shut. Something happened to it. So something broke there. So we only have a couple of miles until then to find a mooring for the night. Unless, of course, if we get close to it and maybe the lockkeeper has repaired it by then. We were hoping to get to Abington tonight. It looks like we're staying in Oxford. Just wondering if we are going to have to end up doing a rogue mooring for one night. Are there any moorings before the lock? For 3 boats? How is it?
It's hot, but things aren't cooking on it.
We're doing a barbecue today next to Toadie and Marigold. Miles just paddleboarding with the barbecue and Nicole. Yes.
Hazel is shaman that we met at Flotilla. She's amazing. She has like tattoos all over her body, like all over her body. She's very tuned in, really nice, really lovely person. There was this is the bilge pump, and there's the pipe to take it out, and it was resting on this thing, and it obviously got really hot and burnt through. You can see there's a gap.
Yeah, I think it's probably an earth cable.
Ah.
Is that what Dave said? Mm-hmm. So you should get it fixed, but it's not a detriment.
You pretty much replaced it.
Call me Dave. Call me Dave.
So hot today. I think today's the hottest day of the year so far. Oh, I'm sensing a bit of a breeze. Yesterday was the perfect example of the day when you can't plan anything. We were meant to cruise the whole weekend to get somewhere for Monday, but we needed water on Friday, then the engine had a malfunction, then we fixed it all Saturday, then Yellow and Zoe had their vaccine that weekend as well, so for a day they weren't well and they didn't feel like moving. Then once we all were fine with all engines working, finally set off and the second lock was shut, so we've not even left Oxford. That is why we can never tell anyone if we're trying to meet them where we're going to be until the very last moment. There is absolutely no way of predicting whether we can get to a destination set in mind to a certain point or not. That's just how boat life works. I pre-made these lovely teas. According to Ayurveda, boiled water is the most hydrating. And especially mint is also cooling, so this is the perfect drink for a very hot day. How's it looking?
Okay, the water is at a good level.
Amazing.
Nothing's melted. Tick tick. Ship, come.
Another boater told us that the lock is now working manually. Together with another couple of boaters, we spoke with the environmental agency on the phone, and they gave us the green light to try operating this lock manually. Unfortunately, it was still broken and we had to turn around.
That was a big celebration for nothing, wasn't it?
Sad reversing.
"45 minutes later, we're back exactly where we started from. Achieved nothing. Had a row with a few gongoozlers that insisted to tell us that the lock was broken. So we listened, but I have to assume if you listen to everyone on the towpath, you'd be in trouble. So you have to assume that they could be wrong. So we tried it out manually, and then we did a 3-boat turnaround, which was good. But yeah, we're now exactly where we started, facing the wrong way.
Finally, the lock reopened yesterday, and today I'm going to move Alba. There are a few issues though. Miles is at work in London, so I'm going to be moving mostly by myself. I'm not going far though, just on the other side of the lock, away from the pub, away from such a public area. We went for a walk yesterday and found quite a nice spot by a field. So all I need to do is turn around and go through one lock. It's midday and it's about 30 degrees today, so it's going to be a very hot adventure. And we're off. It must be my lucky day. The lock is open and so I'm going straight in. I made it! I found this spot. Totally out of breath. So much excitement doing it by myself. But yeah, had some help in the lock. There was another boat in there, which was amazing. Exactly what I wanted for the fest. Thames on my own. Pins. This spot has a lot more us. A lot quieter. But still, I've not even moved a mile. I haven't told you guys, but we finally got our washing machine replacement, and we went for exactly the same one because it worked so well for us and it was just ticked all of the boxes. We decided not to risk and just get another one. So here it is. Exactly the same washing machine. I actually feel quite a lot of adrenaline from moving by myself. I don't know, just a bit of an anxious day and cruising on the river for the first time on my own, going through the lock. I know I have a lot of experience, but doing it on my own is slightly different. So I think I'm going to do some physical work. I think I'm going to do some laundry while I am full of energy.
Thank you all so much for watching. If you appreciate our effort in producing these episodes, join our Patreon community. We had so much fun last week on a video call, getting to know each other. To say thank you, see bonus content, get a sticker of Alba or a handwritten note from us, and many other perks. Huge thanks to our patrons and especially these guys showing up on the screen for making these weekly videos possible, even when we can't plan anything or when our engine fails. Thanks guys. See you in the next one.